Hi, I'm Ameya Parab. I'm a data science graduate student at the Indiana University Bloomington. In this video, I'll be talking about the project which I've created on employee attrition rate analysis as a part of the data visualization course. What is attrition? So, as defined in the Gartner's glossary, attrition is defined as the departure of employees from an organization for any particular reason, could be voluntary or involuntary, including resignation, termination, death, or retirement. Since late 2020, there was an increasing trend in the employee resignations throughout the organization. This led to terming this global historic event as the Great Resignation. Why is it essential to study the attrition rate for an organization? Since it gives insights into how well an employees are retained in a company by analyzing the types of employees leaving the organization and the reasons behind their exit. It could help organizations take better business decisions and to incorporate certain work culture policies within them. It becomes alarming when a large frequency of employees leaves the organization within a short duration of time. There are four major reasons because of which the rate needs to be taken into consideration, which is the financial losses that are incurred by a company, hiring of new talent as they need to search for equally skilled people, the deliverables get delayed as the existing people leave. It also hampers the company's reputation because the attrition rate indirectly reflects the work culture of the company. The solution to this could be data-driven decisions, of course. The objective of this project is to consider various factors leading to employee attrition and help the higher management take better decisions by creating a dashboard of visualizations which will represent these factors into uh, multiple plots. It also focuses on aesthetics of the dashboard by using a uniform color scheme throughout. It incorporates the Gestalt principles of design into the dashboard. The descriptive and diagnostic analysis help the higher management better understand the workforce distribution, diversity goals, employee satisfaction, work culture, pay scale, and employee recognition. These are some of the existing visualizations which have been created for this data set. This dashboard over here represents multiple graphs. However, these are not arranged in a proper manner. Also, the color scheme that is being used is not uniform. There are a lot of colors involved. Also, this data does not give much information since it just represents what exactly happened instead of how it happened or what could be done to improve the situation. The next dashboard also uses pretty much the similar data, and it does compare different groups, and it could give some insights about the situation. However, it does not really uh, help by solving the problem. So the data that is being used in this project is of job openings and labor survey, which requires some kind of processing. Also, Kaggle's IBM HR Analytics data is being majorly used to create the visualizations and graphs. The talking about the visualization libraries, the Python-based libraries such as Matplotlib, Seaborn, Alter, Plotly, and MNN connectivity have been used. Starting with basic visualizations, which are being done using Matplotlib, there's Voilin plot, which is a combination of box plot, density, and jitter scattered points. It is suitable for comparing several groups having less number of data points. The dimensions are category of education level, which is represented by colors, different years on y-axis, the count of employee by the density plots, the violence, and the jitter points. The summary can be found out using the box plots. The chord diagram is being used to display weighted links between each node or each category. It is suitable for displaying relationship between different columns. The dimensions involved in this are the categorical columns represented by the arcs of the circle, the values inside the columns, which are the color shades of a single color. The frequency is represented by the sequential color scale. The relationship between the categories is displayed by the links. The same data was plotted using a parallel plot, and as we can see, we are not able to gain much insights from this since the data that was used had discrete values and parallel plot only works best for continuous value ranges with similar scale, this can be considered as a failed visualization. So a chord diagram better represents the data to establish relationship between different columns. Talking about interactive visualizations which have been created using Altair, First one is the histogram, which represents the frequency distribution for different categories. So this has basic encodings, which are x-axis, y-axis, and the categories, which are then selectable. The bin scatter plot is a combination of a scatter plot and frequency, which is represented by size of the shape that is being used in the diagram. So the encodings used are job satisfaction categories on the x-axis, years on y-axis. The frequency can be denoted by the size of the circle, and the attrition category by use of colors. Next is the ridgeline plot, which is a simple plot, which is a simple density plot stacked above each other to compare various categories. The radar chart is being used to display a time series of different categories where we can compare the three categories and the values. It does consider the time in years, the frequencies being represented by the lines, which move along the axis. The category is then represented by the colors. Dynamic visualizations have also been created in this project. The first one is the bubble plot. It is a scatter plot where the shape of the marker is used for denoting the size of the marker is then used for denoting another column. Here, the dimension used scale, which is log scaled on x-axis, which is the monthly income, the person salary hike on y-axis. The size of the circle is governed by the total work experience, and also animation is added, which then adds another feature into the plot. And the colors have been used to distinguish between the iteration labels. This is the final visualization dashboard, which I can show in Google Chrome. So this is the radar chart, the interactive plots, the ridgeline plot, the chord diagram, volume plot, and this is the bubble plot, which also represents the designation of particular employees. You can slide this. Talking about the insights from this, we can see that the attrition, or let's say the number of quits increased, the number of job openings also increased, although the hiring stays the same. There has been a increase in the job openings in 2021. So here are the basic details about the data. This we can visualize and see the category of travel, business travel requirement matters. However, the distance does not really matter, as even though the distance is less, there has been more attrition. Um, Considering the years since promotion, we can see that people tend to leave the organization maybe after getting promoted, and who have a low who have low job satisfaction. Research and development is the department which has seen major number of employee resignations. Talking about the psychological factors, we can see there is a clear relationship between job involvement and work-life balance. So this consists of major number of employees who have resigned the organization. Here we can see the violin plots where bachelor's and below college degree holders have the highest number of highest attrition rate. This could be a possible reason where people leave the organization to pursue their further studies. Also, in this, we can see the monthly income is compared with the person salary hike, and we can see there are very less number of attritions when in the freshers who have just zero work experience, spent who have just joined the company. However, as they complete 1 year within the organization, they tend to leave. So there are a lot of data points. Also, as they spend more years in the company, they tend to stay in the company, and the attrition rate decreases. These were the insights, and talking about the conclusion of all the visualizations. So by adding a selectable category, an additional dimension can also be added in the plots. Link between discrete values can better be represented using a chord diagram instead of a parallel plot. And by combining two or more univariate visualizations, multiple variables can be represented instead of a single one. Interactive visualizations can help in better exploration of the data. Furthermore, when animated, An additional dimension can also be added. So that's it about this project. Thank you for listening to me. Have a good day.